Thank you. So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us in person and also viewing the meeting on Hartford Public Access Television Station and Hartford Public Access Television Station.org on Channel 96 and Channel 632 Comcast and Frontier. I'm calling to order the regular scheduled meeting for June 9th, 2025 to order. Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bilodeau.
Here.
Councilman Clark.
Here.
Councilman Gale.
Here.
Councilman Hernandez.
Here.
Councilman Mictum. Here. Councilwoman Rosado.
Present.
Councilwoman Rossetti. Council President Surgeon.
Here.
Councilman Thomas.
Here.
We have a quorum, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Mr. Majority Leader, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, I'd like to make the motion that we approve the minutes of May 12th, 2025, City Council meeting, May 21st, 2025, reconvening meeting, and May 27th, 2025, City Council meeting.
Second.
A motion's been made and properly second to accept the minutes for the council meeting on May 12, 2025, the May 21st, 2025 reconvening council meeting, and the May 27, 2025 council meeting. Are there any discussion? Councilman Gale.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever raised my voice to speak about minutes at any point in time on this council, but I did happen to look at these minutes, and I did actually have several issues
Okay.
with the minutes. And I'm not sure, I didn't actually go back to see what past practices were, but when we took votes, you will recall that at the budget, there were a number of amendments that were made, and then amendments were voted on, and then finally, the financial, non-financial measures were voted on. In the minutes, none of the amendments are described. So if you're going back in time and you're looking to see, well, you know, what did the amendments say? You can't see it. And it certainly strikes me that the substance of the amendments should be in the minutes. So I'm speaking specifically with respect to the minutes of May 21. And so maybe we could just pass on that tonight and ask the town clerk to maybe go back and take a look at it to see if these could be made a little bit more robust. I also, and my recollection was there were 3 non-financial resolutions that were raised by working families. And when I looked at the votes on all 3, it did not look as though the voting was accurately tabulated on them. Because very specifically, I kind of recall on one measure that the vote was something other than 7-2 or 6-3, and that wasn't accurately reflected. So I'd be happy to discuss these offline with the town clerk or discuss them here, but I'm just raising these things as issues with the minutes.
So basically, through you, Mr. Corporation Counsel, there's a motion to accept these meetings. So can we not accept the 21st meeting until the minutes are corrected? How can we solve that issue?
Yeah, through you, Madam President. I mean, you can vote on the ones that everyone has no concerns on now, and I mean, I haven't gone through them painstakingly, but if there's an opportunity to review it, we can do so, and if you're all satisfied at a future date.
And accept at a future date?
Yeah.
Would that be satisfactory to you, Councilman Gale?
So explain, we're going to vote on...
The 12th, the 27th,
And
and postpone the 21st until those minutes are corrected.
that's fine with me. Thank you. Thank you, Madam President.
All right, so let's do the motion all over again.
Point of order, would we amend the pending motion or
I
withdraw
was-
the pending
I was
That's
motion?
what he's
gonna
going to amend, the amended motion.
Through you, Madam President, I'd like to amend the motion to approve minutes. The amendment will be approve the minutes of May 12th, 2025, and May 27th, 2025 council meeting.
Second.
Okay, an amended motion has been made to accept the minutes from the May 12, 2025 council meeting, the May 27, 2025 council meeting. Any discussion? Seeing or hearing no discussion, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bilodeau?
Yes.
Councilman Clark?
Yes.
Councilman Gale?
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez?
Yes.
Councilman Mictum?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosato?
Yes.
Councilman Rossetti? Council President Surgeon?
Yes,
Councilman Thomas?
Yes.
Motion passes.
thank you. And so, before we continue, so Councilman Gale, you will work with the Town Clerk's office and get those minutes cleaned up for our next council meeting to be accepted?
Yes, I will. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you.
I can watch the tape and see.
Yeah, okay. You're next up again, Majority Leader, Assistant Majority Leader Clark. We voted on as amended. So now it's suspension of the minutes.
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, I'd like to make the motion that we suspend the rules to add on supplemental agenda item 7.1, Mayor Arulampalam, with a company resolution authorizing the city to accept a memorial marker to honor Mr. Jose Diaz Nieves from the Metropolitan District, MDC.
Second.
A motion has been made and properly second to suspend the rules to add a supplemental agenda, item 7.1. Are there any discussion?
Point of order. So I'm so confused on the minutes, and maybe I didn't hear correctly. So we voted on approving the 12th and the 27th.
Yes.
What did we do with the 21st?
We did not vote on it. It's going to be amended and then come back to our next council meeting to be accepted. So that meeting for the 12th council reconvening meeting.
So shouldn't have we made a motion to postpone the May 21st?
No, we
Minutes
just have to accept it. So let me ask the Corporation
No,
Council.
we didn't accept it.
We didn't accept
Yeah,
it.
we didn't accept it.
Even though it's on the agenda to accept it?
Yes.
To accept or deny.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
So now, we have a motion to suspend the rule, and add supplemental agenda 7.1. Is there any discussion? Seeing or hearing no discussion, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
On the suspension of the rules, Councilwoman
Yes.
Bilodeau?
Yes.
Councilman Clark?
Yes.
Councilman Gale?
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez?
Yes.
Councilman Mictum?
Yes.
Councilman Rosato?
Yes.
Councilman Rossetti? Council President Surgeon?
Yes.
Councilman Thomas?
Yes.
Pass.
Thank you. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, I'd like to make the motion that we consent the following agenda items. Item 5.1, Mayor Arulampalam with a company resolution appointing Felipe Sanchez to the Hartford LGBTQ+ Commission. Item 5.2, Mayor Arulampalam with a company resolution appointing Joshua Quinones to the Hartford LGBTQ+ Commission. Item 5.3, Mayor Arulampalam with a company resolution appointing Joel Hicks Rivera to the Hartford LGBTQ+ Commission. Item 5.4, Mayor Arulampalam with accompanying resolution confirming the appointment of Louis Irizarry to the Hartford LGBTQ+ Commission. Item 5.5, Mayor Arulampalam with a accompanying resolution authorizing the city to accept funding from the Connecticut Department of Transportation Municipal Grant Program in the amount of $68,418 for the operation of the city's Dollar Ride program. Item 5.6, Mayor Arulampalam with the company resolution to accept operating assistance funding in the amount of $134,500 from the Greater Hartford Transit District for operation of the city's Dollar Ride program. Item 5.7, Mayor Arulampalam with the company resolution to accept a grant of $18,500 from the National Environmental Health Association and Food and Drug Administration. Item 5.8, Mayor Arulampalam with the company resolution appointing Melita Godet to the Parks and Recreation Advisory Commission. Item 5.9, Mayor Arulampalam with the company resolution authorizes and empowers the city of Hartford to enter into above agreement to provide for the operation, care, and maintenance of Batterson Park. Item 5.10, Mayor Avalampa, with a company resolution authorizing the City of Hartford to apply for and accept community project funding for Code Park. Item 7.1. Here we go. Thank you.
You got it?
Mayor Avalampa, with accompanying resolution authorizing the city to accept a memorial marker to honor Mr. Jose Diaz-Nieves from the Metropolitan District.
Second.
A motion has been made and properly second to place the following item on consent. Items 5.1, items 5.2, items 5.3, items 5.4, item 5.5, items 5.6, items 5.7, items 5.8, item 5.9, item 5.10, and item 7.1. Are there any discussion regarding the items on the consent calendar? Seeing or hearing no discussion, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Consent calendar items. Councilwoman Billiard?
Yes.
Councilman Clark?
Yes.
Councilman Gale?
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez?
Yes.
Councilman Mictum?
Yes.
Councilman Rosado?
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti? Council President Surgeon?
Yes.
Councilman Thomas?
Yes.
Pass.
Thank you, Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, I'd like to make the motion that we receive the following items. Item 3.3, Public Works, Parks, Recreation, Environment Committee, presentation by PRAC Commissioner Donna Swar on the Cole Park Spring updates and PRAC annual report. Item 4.1, Health and Human Services Committee report discussing postponement of ordinance amending Chapter 2, Article 5, Section 2-296 through Section 2-299, Division 10 of the Hartford Municipal Code and establishing an African American and Black History Culture Commission. Item 4.2, Health and Human Services Committee report discussing resolution appointing Felipe Sanchez to the Hartford LGBTQ+ Commission. Item 4.3, Health and Human Services Commission report discussing resolution appointing Jose Quinones to the Hartford LGBTQ+ Commission. Item 4.4, Health and Human Services Committee report discussing resolution appointing Joel Hicks Rivera to the Hartford LGBTQ+ Commission. Item 4.5, Health and Human Services Committee report discussing resolution confirming the appointment of Louis Irizarry to the Hartford LGBTQ+ Commission. Item 4.6, Health and Human Services Committee report discussing resolution authorizing the City of Hartford to accept funding from the Connecticut Department of Transportation Municipal Grant Program in the amount of $68,418 for operation of the City's Dollar Ride Program. Item 4.7, Health and Human Services Committee report discussing resolution authorizing the City of Hartford to accept the operating assistance funding in the amount of $134,500 from the Greater Hartford Transit District for the operation of the city's Dollar Ride Program. Item 4.8, Health and Human Services Committee report discussing resolution to accept a grant of $18,500 from the National Environmental Health Association and the Food and Drug Administration. Item 4.9, Public Works, Parks, Recreation, Environment Committee report discussing resolution appointing Melita Gadet to the Parks and Recreation Advisory Commission. Item 4.10, Public Works, Parks, Recreation, Environment Committee report discussing resolutions authorizing and empowers the City of Hartford to enter into above agreement to provide for the operation, care, and maintenance of Batterson Park. Item 4.11, Public Works, Parks, Recreation, Environment Committee report discussing authorizing the City of Hartford to apply for and accept community project funding for Cole Park. Item 4.12, Public Works, Parks, Recreation, Environment Committee report discussing postponement of ordinance amending Chapter 31, Article 3, Sections 31-87 and 31-95 of the Municipal Code of Hartford to preserve the safety of city streets and sidewalks, post-construction by utilities and others, and post-repaving by the city. Item 4.13, Public Works, Parks, Recreation, Environment Committee report discussing ordinance amendments to ensure no vehicle park on the grass at city-owned parks and green spaces.
Second.
A motion has been made and properly second to place the following item on the receive calendar. Items 3.3, items 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8, 4.9, 4.10, 4.11, 4.12, and 4.13 on the received calendar. Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll, sir.
On the received items, Councilwoman Bilodeau,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Mictum,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosato,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti, Council President Surgeon,
Yes.
and Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Pass.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Assistant Majority Leader, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, I'd like to make the motion that we refer the following items to the mentioned committees. Item 3.1 to the Operations Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee. Mayor Abalampalam with the company resolution authorizing the transfer to the suspense book of $276,867.65 in outstanding motor vehicle and personal property taxes for tax bills. Item 3.2 to the Public Works, Park, Recreation, Environment Committee. Mayor Abalampalam with the company resolution authorizing the City of Hartford to receive NRES credits related to a solar array at Loheis Road in Willington, Connecticut. And item 6.1 to the Labor, Education, Workforce, and Youth Committee. Assistant Majority Leader Clark, resolution establishing the Board of Ed Equity and Funding Task Force.
Second.
A motion is made and properly second to refer the following items. Items 3.1 to the Operation Management, Budget, and Government Accountability Committee. Items 3.2 to the Public Works, Parks, Recreation, Environmental Committee. And item 6.1 to the Labor, Education, Workforce, and Youth Committee. Are there any discussion? Seeing or hearing no discussion, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
On the referred items, Councilwoman Bilodeau,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Mictum,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosato,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti, Council President Surgeon,
Yes.
and Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Pass.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Majority Leader, please, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, I'd like to make the motion that we postpone the following item until June 23rd, 2025. Item 5.11, Councilman Gale, Councilman Hernandez, an ordinance amending Chapter 31, Article 3, Sections 31-87 and 31-95 of the Municipal Code of Hartford to preserve the safety of city streets and sidewalks post-construction by utilities and others post-repaving by the city.
Second.
A motion is made and properly second to postpone the following item, items 5.11. Seeing or hearing no discussion, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
On the postponement, Councilwoman Bilodeau,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Mictum,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosato,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti, Council President Surgeon,
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Item has been postponed.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Assistant Majority Leader, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Madam President. Through you, I'd like to make the motion that we take action on item 5.12. Mayor Abalampalam with accompanying ordinance amendments to ensure no vehicles park on the grass at city-owned parks and green spaces.
Second.
A motion has been made to properly second to place the following item on the action committee, item 5.2. Are there any discussion? Are there any discussion? Seeing or hearing no discussion to place the following item on the action committee, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Action on item 5.12, Councilwoman Bilodeau,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Mictum,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosato,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti, Council President Surgeon,
No.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Pass.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Seeing that we have no other items on our regular agenda for business, I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, and please be safe, and the meeting is adjourned.